just the technique for gamakas and about how you could use it in any scale, depending on.
Okay, so
just to get the sound.
I think I've told you before that gamakas are also associated with a lot of other things. They define how a raga sounds, they define the emotional content and everything. But having said that, as guitar technique, you can use some of these things across anything. Right? There are a few things that you can take outside of the context of the ragas and use them anywhere.
Yeah.
One is this, which is a hammer-on and a pull-off. Right now we are in C major, right? Let's keep it very simple. Let's just make sure we play only in C major scale. So that's one. That's a pull-off and a slur. Right? That sound is different from. We try both. Avoid the vibrato now. Okay, that's a pull-off and a slur.
Yeah.
Pull-off and a hammer, or a slur with a hammer, right? This is a slide. So see, play both together and see if you can hear the difference. There is, right? Now, let us start from there, right? So that's the same thing, but now you're using the sustain of the previous note to slide down.
Yeah.
Right? Now. Right? So you can actually even form sequences like that. Now you're not only using a technique, you're also using ideas from the music.
Yeah.
Right? So this is very common in Carnatic music to connect a phrase like, but any common in any music. And the texture is different if I attack the note compared to.
Yeah.
This is called spuritam.
Okay.
There's a name also for these gamakas.
Okay.
There are about 10 different gamakas, but the reason why it's not so important to know all the names is unless you see the context. Some of them are specific to the context of different ragas. Like simple slides like that, right? Keep going. Now let's get into what I did now. Play the scale like that. So once you play any note,
Okay.
slide it down to the previous note and back, right?
Okay. So we're picking the.
Yeah, you're picking everything. out somewhere, right? I mean, you won't be able to do that right now. I'm just showing you how much to read is important not to slide all the notes. Slide some notes and attack some notes.
Okay.
For example, right? See, that has a very clear sound.
Yeah.
It's like a pentatonic sound. Try that. Only one right hand. That's it. Sometimes your technique will not work. You have to slide like this, like an airplane landing. It's not like this.
Okay.
If you play like this, you might hit any of these notes.
Okay.
See that? So what is that? I'm using this and creating my next few notes based on the sustain that I got because I hammered.
Okay.
Right? Now if I play this phrase as I played, this is a phrase which is very clearly in the raga,
Okay.
Shankaraparanam, which is your major scale.
Okay.
Right? Although I'm just now approaching it as a technique, this actually now starts sounding like a raga.
Okay.
Now then, so it's a combination of all these things, at least as technique. Immediately you can do it. I tried my best to pretty much only play the techniques that I showed you.
Yeah.
I didn't do many other things. So I was restricting myself. But if I'm even freer, eventually, when you play over changes, it's actually quite challenging to show the changes by playing arpeggiated chords
Okay.
and using these things. If I played those 2-5-1 as just a C major scale, I could just play like a Carnatic C major. But I also had to think like I'm actually playing changes.
Yeah.
So it'll take some time to like bring these two ideas together. So if you just do a few little gamakas in an otherwise pretty jazzy setting,
Yeah.
it is already enough to turn your space. Now if you have the same kind of a thing as an intro, as a one chord vamp or anything like that, then you can do all these
Okay.
things, right? So there's one thing about staying in a mode or a scale. Ideally, if you are, then you'll be able to do a lot of these things,
Okay.
because we discussed everything based only on a C major scale.
Yeah.
But things are very different once you start moving between chords.
Yeah.
That'll take a while. It took me like, I don't know how many years. Because that you don't hear that anywhere.
Yeah.
Most people have never heard what it means to have specific gamakas or chord changes. Right? So that takes some time. But as far as developing anything that I showed you now can be done on any scale. Instead of practicing on major scale, try to practice on a melodic minor. Right? Then this stuff.
So how do you develop the accuracy of sliding to the exact notes? Is it just by practicing it?
I mean, you're doing it correctly too. When you say sliding to the exact note means,
Like
it's
getting
a fretted
back-
instrument, it has to be exact note.
Yeah, but I mean like sometimes like you slide over, slide under, but you get it like right. It's just through practice. Or,
Maybe. Also, there's a lot of lot of finger strength involved, and a lot of your wrist muscles
yeah.
involved, a lot of